Next is the small and medium enterprise category.
Small and medium enterprises are the building blocks of developing economies, and they all have one thing in common: the spirit of innovation. Our first finalist is Selco in Bangalore.
So there are 2.5 billion people in the world who doesn't have access to clean energy.
So if we provide that proper and the perfect energy, we see that they will develop through the energy.
Our submission was mostly about trying to see how we can look at the 4 billion people out there without access to energy and try and see how we can look at improving their energy provision and energy solutions. So we are looking at more than 500 million people over the next 5 years through the money that we get from the ZFEP Future Energy Prize. So I think for us, winning the prize would help us look out for entrepreneurs who can do this where conditions are often similar but solutions need to be customized.
Our second finalist is M-Kopa, based out of rural Kenya.
Poor Kenyans spend over $200 a year on energy substitutes. 3 years ago now, we started M-Kopa as an official business, which is this brilliant mobile payment scheme that now the whole country uses every single day. The key is making it a win-win for a customer who doesn't necessarily have a bunch of money in their pocket that they can spend on buying their own energy infrastructure. Rather than spend 50 cents a day on kerosene, take that 50 cents a day and put it into a solar system, where I slowly but surely buy that asset, and then I'm saving money that I can use for more important things than kerosene: school fees, healthcare, whatever it may be.
Our ambition is to take this global, and the ZFEP Future Energy Prize, both in its award of capital, in its attention, and in the partners it could bring us to scale, would really help M-Kopa grow much faster, much further, and much bigger.
I feel good because I help many people in rural areas, and they say the M-Kopa is a nice one.
Our last finalist is Eco Nation and their ingenious light catcher.
The objective of the light catcher is to bring in daylight in an efficient way into large workspaces. In companies, somewhere between 20 to 40% of the energy is spent in lighting. The ZFEP Future Energy Prize would help because it would give us great international exposure. It will also boost our R&D capabilities to provide the people in the world with sustainable daylight technology, because I know that we are being compared with other probably very good technologies. To win is for me a recognition.
Open to both charitable organizations and nonprofit businesses, our next category, the nonprofit category, recognizes organizations that are dedicated to helping developed and developing nations adopt clean energy solutions.
Our first finalist in this category, Solar Aid, is using solar lamps to light up the villages in Africa. Sold through their sister company, Sunny Money, it's now one of the largest home solar retailers in Africa.
For Sunny Money, what we do, we work through head teachers, and these head teachers, as natural leaders and educators, help us to spread the message of the benefits of solar power and solar lights. The ZFEP Future Energy Prize would help because it would transform the lives of millions of African people who lack access to basic necessity of clean, safe light.
They respect us because of the work we do. In fact, we transform the minds of people through knowledge and skills.
When you bring light into a home, you bring hope, you bring possibility, you actually bring a future.
Our next finalist is Practical Action. They work to reduce poverty through clean technology in parts of Africa, Asia, and Latin America.
Practical Action has been working with a number of small and medium enterprises. One, to help them get income, but most importantly, to improve people's access to these energy devices, especially in low-income areas.
They offer capacity building to the kind of people that we deal with, so that they can be able to move and make more business, particularly women entrepreneurs.
On briquetting technology, we focus on bio-waste materials in the environment. It is a form of heat fuel that is generally cheaper than compared to regular charcoal. It is also environmentally friendly.
The ZFEP Future Energy Prize will help continue to ensure that our communities have access to affordable and sustainable energy sources in their locality.
Our third finalist, the World Resources Institute, develops credible data and evaluation tools used by governments around the world.
We look at 6 global problems that need to be solved this decade and the next, and those are energy, cities, climate change, food, forests, and water.
We have a track record of working on accomplishing great outcomes globally. So I'll give you some examples. The Greenhouse Gas Protocol tool being used by over 75% of Fortune 500 companies globally to measure and track their emissions so they can take more targeted action.
Well, the world desperately needs leadership today. Sheikh Zayed himself was a great leader in the field of innovation and energy. To win the Zayed Future Energy Prize would be a great honor. It would enable us to move to a greater scale in our work.
Our next finalist is Électriciens Sans Frontières from France. We caught up with them in one of the many countries they operate in, helping to rebuild Haiti.
This is an orphanage with absolutely no electricity whatsoever, so we will provide all the electricity by installing solar panels. When we saw the severity of the earthquake and the number of victims, we said that to help rebuild this country will take many years.
We always act in where government cannot provide these services like clean waters and clean energy. Access to energy helps to create small businesses and the way of food poverty. Winning the Zayed Future Energy Prize would be a real opportunity to create more innovative solutions. We should win the Zayed Future Energy Prize because we really promote the use of clean energy in countries where this is the only solution for them.
And so to the last of our 5 finalists in this category, Liter of Light from Manila in the Philippines.
Liter of Light really started out as a cheap, quickly built solar light solution for disasters that are happening in the Philippines. Millions of people are left without their houses. So it's not just a foundation, it's a whole movement. We train thousands of people to be able to help us build these lights, and then they're able to assemble it and build it in communities such as this.
Liter of Light is a big help for our family. This gave light to us and to the community here in San Pedro Laguna.
I think the purest form of charity is to make oneself obsolete. And that's what Liter of Light is. The Zayed Future Energy Prize will help continue the work we are doing so that everybody can be an ambassador of light. And that's the only way that we see that we can beat the 1.5 billion people that are living without energy.